It's officially Christmas, my favorite time of the year. I decided to rent out this cabin for the holidays, because why not? Isn't it lovely? The cozy campfire, the nice music, and the free presents. With Christmas comes Christmas movies. There are many classics people love to watch around this time of year. Elf, Polar Express, Jim Carrey's Grinch, and A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is one of those classic Christmas films that anyone can relate to. A Christmas Story is about Ralphie, a kid is wanting the Red
Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle
that will probably shoot his eye out. 2 years ago, the sequel to this film was announced. I saw the trailer, and I thought it would be a fun movie. The title was kinda dumb, but other than that, I thought it would be a good sequel to this classic. But A Christmas Story Christmas isn't just good. It is the perfect sequel to A Christmas Story. How, you might ask? Well, I'm gonna go through this film and talk about why it's an amazing sequel. Grab your oversized coat, and let's get into why A Christmas Story Christmas is a perfect sequel. The film opens with Ralph's house, with some narration from Ralph himself. It talks about the new characters and how much Ralph wants to release a novel.
Have you ever had the delicacy of cereal with orange juice?
Speaking of the characters, let's talk about the characters. Ralphie, he needs absolutely no introduction.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Sarah, Ralph's sweet and caring wife. And Mark and Julie, Ralph and Sarah's kids. Ralph wants to be a best-selling author by the end of the year. Ralph goes to a publisher to get his book approved and published.
I brought you a little something. Greasing the wheels certainly couldn't hurt.
He fails. The scenes with Ralph's imagination won't beat the original, but they are still really fun and goofy.
Anyone who doubted him must be kicking themselves tonight. And there's one of them now.
I was wrong. Dead wrong. Please.
What a moron.
Ralph talks with Sarah about his book being rejected, and Sarah recommends him to make a different type of book. The phone rings.
Could be my manager with some good news. Okay. Mr. Ralph Parker speaking.
It's his mom.
What's wrong?
What?
What?
This isn't just a cheap reason to get the characters back in Indiana. Darren McGavin passed away back in 2006. He was the man who played the old man in the original. With the Parkers grieving, they realize that this Christmas will be different. They pack up their stuff and head to Holman. They reunite with Ralph's mom. After a bit, Ralph's mom asks Ralph to take over Christmas.
Oh, in the history of tall orders, this one took the cake. There was no way. Impossible. Give up now, stupid. I promise.
When Ralph enters his old house, he reflects on his childhood and reminisces about his old man who just passed away. Looking through his childhood home, he realizes he will never hear his voice again. Losing someone you care so much about just sucks. If anyone watching this video is currently grieving with the loss of a close family member, I send my condolences. Ralph realizes that he needs to make a plan for the best possible Christmas he can give. He gets off his feet and he decides to go to the bar.
Looks like I backed the wrong team. Again. You've got an excuse.
So Flick now inherits his father's bar, and Schwartz has a massive tab.
For all the donuts, suckers.
Ralph and the guys eventually come up with some ideas for the perfect Christmas.
Wax throwing.
Axe throwing with the tomahawks and stuff.
Okay, even better. I think you're maybe overcomplicating this. Why don't we just keep it simple? You know, maybe we just do the usual Christmas stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Like we could start with just getting the house decorated.
So Ralph decides to go to the attic to look for some decorations, with some references from the original sprinkled in.
And still traumatizing.
Ralph discovers a fake tree in the attic. He confronts his mom about it.
What is this?
Eventually, carolers show up. They go to get rid of it. They arrive at the place selling real trees, and Ralph tries to bargain for a very interesting tree. He gets the tree.
Hey, Chuck, I got rid of the monster tree.
After a montage of tree decorating and some adult Hawaiian punch, they put the star on the tree.
The tree topper.
It's not an angel. We always have an angel.
Uh-oh. Better think fast. Not here in 𝘠𝘢𝘳. Here in 𝘠𝘠𝘳, it's star country. If you don't have a star, you can forget about it. Santa won't even stop by your house. No star. No Christmas. Come on, take the bait.
Okay.
That probably means nothing. The phone rings.
Randy.
It's Randy, Ralph's younger brother. For some reason, he is super rich now. For some reason, Randy can't make it for Christmas this year. So, Ralph improvises.
I think she's getting her strength back.
What does that mean?
She did speak today.
What'd she say?
It was one word. She said, Randy.
So Sandy decides to go skate.
Her complete
Fatality.
The bullies take Mark and make him and Julie plead for mercy. Ralph comes to save the day.
Hey, that's enough.
Babies need their daddy to save them.
We gonna fight.
I just love these dumb little bits in the film. They are so stupid and over-exaggerated.
What are you doing?
Ralph takes his kids to the iconic 𝘩𝘢𝘵𝘤𝘊𝘴 window. It hasn't changed a bit. Even if it isn't showing the
Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle.
the window still feels the same.
Who wants to go see Santa?
The kids get in line to see Santa. Ralph and Sandy go Christmas shopping. Ralph goes Christmas shopping. After the kids see Santa and Ralph successfully gets all the Crifts? What? Ralph successfully gets all the Christmas gifts and some more adult Hawaiian punch. They head home. Oh.
Radiator.
The car breaks down as usual and the kids decide to play in the snow.
No. That's not how you do it. You gotta pack it tighter if you want it to go further. Here, let me show you.
Like that?
The question is, do you have enough ammo?
And then a snowball fight breaks out, and Julie literally dies. They head to the hospital, and Julie gets an eye patch. They go back to the car, and they get robbed.
Son of a...
Oh.
You got that right.
What does our hero do? He decides to continue writing his novel. Sandy comes in and tells Ralphie to focus on Christmas and their Christmas presents. Sandy collected all the money they have, and they have a total of
$21.17.
The parents decide the best thing to do was to lower the kids' expectations.
Hey, kids. So this Christmas, we thought it might be really fun to focus a little more on gratitude.
Wait, what's going on?
That was fast.
Are you saying we're not getting presents, just more casserole?
It's the thought that counts.
Oh, no, she said it. Kids can smell that stinker from a mile away.
So Christmas is gonna suck? I knew it! This means I'm not getting a sled, doesn't it?
Okay, less attitude and more gratitude, mister.
After they lower their expectations, Ralph takes Mark to the bar. While they're at the bar, Schwartz and Flick get in a heated argument, and Flick tells Schwartz if he rides the ramp, his tab will be cleared. Schwartz agrees. Schwartz gets on
The ramp. An abandoned experiment from the Army Corps of Engineers. In winter, it transformed into a frosted sluice of terror.
He almost chickens out, but Flick decides to do the unthinkable.
Hey, Schwartz! I triple dog dare ya!
Flick rides the ramp and dies.
Schwartz, wake up, man.
Never mind. The people in the bar decide to borrow sleds from small children, and they also die brutally. Mark decides to go sledding, and you can guess what happens next.
Oh my god, I killed Mark!
Ralph calls the final publisher, and
That was it. I had my chance. I had my answer.
and then he feels helpless. How is he supposed to write his father's obituary when he can't even write one novel? his mom chimes in.
Ralphie, look at me. Just forget about the publishers and the paragraphs. Forget about trying to write the perfect words. Life isn't perfect. Your father certainly wasn't perfect. Just write about the man you love.
Goes back to the typewriter. He doesn't think. He just types. He lets his hand flow on the keyboard, and he just types. He fills up the page with long-gone memories of his old man. He finishes it.
Hey. Are you okay?
You know, actually, I am.
Everything is going great. The presents are settled and the kids are ready for Christmas. What could possibly go wrong? Everything goes wrong. The star broke and the kids now believe Santa won't come. Ralph decides to be the hero of the story and goes out to look for a new star. It's Christmas Eve. Everything is closing or closed. No star in sight. There is only one desperate option. Flick's bar. Ralph breaks into Flick's bar and he borrows the star. And the day is saved and everything goes downhill.
You! Hold it right there! Put your hands up. I said put them up!
Wait. Don't I know you?
It's Scott Farkas, the guy Ralph beat it up when he was just a little kid. Scott decided to take him back to his house.
Hey, wait a minute, what the heck?
Ralph beated him up when he was little. He learned a lesson and decided to be better. Now he's a cop. He wishes him a Merry Christmas. Ralph goes to talk with his mom for a bit.
I miss him, Ma.
I miss him too. But I know he's here.
I'll get the fuse.
No, you go to bed. I've got to learn to do these things on my own from now on. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so go on.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Okay, all right.
Be careful, Ma.
Good night, Ralphie.
Good night.
It's Christmas. The kids are ecstatic. They run downstairs. There are presents. Lots of presents. Wait, I thought they only had $21.73.
Last night when I was down in the basement fixing the fuse, I found them. He must have got them before. Yeah, he did good.
Yeah.
Well, come on, let's open gifts.
Yeah.
They tear into the presents. Ralph's dad bought everything the kids asked for. After they tore into their presents, Ralph went outside to throw some of the wrapping paper away.
Say.
Ralphie! Great job!
Okay.
It's his story. It got in the newspaper. He didn't do anything. He didn't submit it or anything. It was Sandy. People started to pile into the old house on Cleveland Street.
Uh-huh. You did it. Mom, what'd you think?
Oh, I haven't read it yet.
What?
No, I wanted to hear it from my son, the writer.
Yeah, Dad, read it.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
My old man. My old man didn't just celebrate Christmas. He indulged in it, brought it to life for his family. One Christmas in particular stood out as the gold standard, and it all started back in the good old house on Cleveland Street. Christmas was on its way. Lovely, glorious, beautiful Christmas around which the entire kid year revolved. But more importantly to one boy, his quest to acquire the most coveted gift a 9-year-old could hope for. The holy grail of
Christmas gifts. The Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle.
The credits are the cherry on top. The old and the new moments next to each other, just, it's beautiful. I love this film so much. The reason I love this film so much is that it combines the stuff we love with fresh ideas as well. Ralph being a dad now is just perfect. We get a new perspective from the original. Instead of Ralph waiting for a shotgun, he wants to give his kids the perfect Christmas. This is probably the best case scenario for a legacy sequel. It's not just Harrison Ford coming back in his 80s to play Indiana Jones for the heck of it. This is a sequel where the kid from the original is now the dad, and he wants to make a Christmas as memorable as the one he remembered when he was just a kid. This film is just a perfect sequel to the original. There's absolutely no other sequel to this film. This is the only one.
Now he's a bigger kid with an even bigger wish.
Holy jeez.
A Christmas Story 2.
Tis the season to be jolly.